Well, welcome everyone to another episode of PTC Live. We're so glad you're here with us today. We are here and joined by the one and only HVAC instructor extraordinaire, the one and only Mr. Wayne Blackwell. Wayne, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh my goodness. This is going to be a ton of fun. Anytime I get a chance to spend time with Wayne, it's always a blast. So just so excited to share this with the audience today.
All right, thanks.
So Wayne, I'm excited to kick it off. Would love if you're able to just tell the audience a little bit about your background, a little bit about the HVAC program here at Pickens.
I've been at Pickens now this is my 12th year as an instructor. Just trying to grow the program, keep it at full, supply the industry with the needed techs that are in high demand right now. So I'm trying to just make sure that they're able to enter into a position of starting at an entry level and grow in a company.
So Wayne, what are some of the employers that then take your students once they graduate? I know you have some really incredible relationships with the employers in industry.
I do. Fortunately for me, I've reached out and I have a lot of industry partners that are right now wanting to hire my students. Cherry Creek Schools, Aurora Public Schools, Anschutz, NITEC, the B, Local 208. I can keep going. There are just so many industry partners that are supportive of my program and looking forward to hire my students when they graduate.
Oh my goodness. So Wayne, what is some of the feedback that you've gotten from some of the partners that you have in industry once they do hire your students?
My students are a real good fit right now with some of these industry partners because we've partnered for so long that some of them have 16 of my former students, some of them have 8, 9, 5, 3. And so it is a good fit and a transition for my students to go and start in their job capacity with a student or with an employer who's has graduated from Pickens as well.
So Wayne, to our audience at home, could you tell them a little bit about what the demand is for HVAC technicians coming out of your program?
The demand right now is I don't have enough students for all the industry partners that are trying to fill all their positions. I've got companies calling me from California, Seattle, Arizona, Nevada, Montana. There are lots of companies that are reaching out to Pickens and just wanting to know if any of my students are willing to relocate to that region of the country.
Wow. So there's clearly a huge demand for HVAC technicians. So if someone was to enroll in the program here, Wayne, how long would it take them to graduate from your program?
Well, my program is only a 1-year program. So we start in August and we end in May. There's 2 semesters. The first semester consisting of the heating portion and the second semester consisting of the air conditioning portion. So since my industry partners allow my students to job shadow and intern, by the time they get to graduation, they are already I would say 60 to 70% of them are already pipelined into one form of the industry or another.
Wow. So Wayne, can you tell our audience a little bit about how you stay ahead of the curve, making sure that your students have the most up-to-date technology that they're working on here in the classroom to prepare them for the needs of the industry?
Well, one of the cool things about having industry partners is I have an open door policy to all my former students and my industry partners. There's nothing more rewarding for my students to see a former student come in his uniform and his van and show them what he's doing and talk about the things that he's done and how his career is growing. Or having my industry partners just walk in they're driving by Pickens and they just want to see what's going on. And they get to come in and actually ask the students questions, see how things are going, just kind of touch base and let me know what the changes are coming down the pipeline so that we can adapt to the industry for the students.
So Wayne, with some of that technology, would you go even a little bit deeper? Can you tell us about some of the virtual reality technology that you're utilizing in the classroom to prepare students for the needs of tomorrow?
Right now, I've partnered with Z-Space, which is a 3D virtual augmented platform that helps students actually work on equipment that would be too dangerous in the shop for them to put their hands on. And they actually get to see compressors, motors, all the different components of an air conditioner work without actually putting themselves in harm's way. We have MindTap, which is another simulation that creates faults so that students are able to actually perform service on equipment without actually breaking the equipment before they are allowed to go in the shop and work on the live equipment. They actually have some sort of background.
It's really powerful, and that allows them to stay safe, but also ensure that they are job ready and they're having all those rich experiences. And so that's so neat. I think it's also important. I want to make sure everyone at home knows Wayne was actually invited to the Colorado Association of School Boards down in Colorado Springs just 2 weekends ago. Wayne, would you tell the audience what you were doing down there, what you were presenting on? It's a huge honor.
It was a huge honor to be invited. Since my program is the first HVAC program in the nation to actually feature Z-Space and mirror with my curriculum, and it aligns with my curriculum, Z-Space invited me to present to the Caspi place at the Broadmoor. And so I've got to spend some time with Z-Space and just share how it's helped my students move on to the next level of success. I don't know how it's going to affect them, but right now it's my second year using Z-Space, and it seems to be helping the students grasp the science and the theory a little bit better than the traditional way that we were teaching it.
Is there anything else that you want to talk to?
I would really like to see more non-traditional people in this industry. It is male dominated, but it does not need to be that way. And I would really encourage non-traditional females to look into HVAC. There is a need and a demand for females in this industry, and they are fully capable of being able to perform any HVAC tasks that any man can do. It's just trying to figure out a way to make this a little attractive.
Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us for another episode of PTC Live. It was always such a pleasure to talk to Wayne Blackwell. Clearly, he is just so skilled and informed in this field, and I would highly encourage anyone who is interested to come on down. Wayne's got an open door policy, and check out the magic that's happening here in Wayne's classroom and in Wayne's shop. So thank you so much again for Wayne for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. It's always a pleasure to shine a light on your incredible program. And I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and hope you join us back for another episode of PTC Live. Take care, everyone.